everyone, and welcome to a new thing that we're going to be doing called Synchronicity Series. We're going to be talking about all these interesting things that are happening to people, and today especially we're going to be talking about numbers, angel numbers. And we're going to be doing this with a special somebody, Loretta Lee. She's my partner in many kinds of crime, and this is not going to be the last time you see her. She's going to be part of this series, and I'm really looking forward to it because when we start talking, we just talk about all kinds of fascinating things, and I couldn't think of anybody better to do it with than this fascinating being.
Oh,
thank you, Loretta.
Thank you for having me. Now I'm actually confident enough to go in front of the camera here. You've been doing such a good job by yourself already, but now the team is together, so I'm happy to be here. Great. Shall we start?
Yes, let's dig in. Okay. So basically, angel numbers. So for a long time, I've been seeing number sequences, and so is Loretta, and so quite a few people. But there are a lot of people that actually, they're probably seeing them, but they're not actually like aware that this is happening. It's a way that the universe sort of tries to communicate with you, and we're going to go through generally what the numbers mean and kind of what's happened to us on our journey, and how you got to interpret the numbers in a different sort of way depending on your circumstances. So Loretta, do you want to tell the audience what angel numbers actually are?
Yeah, so what we see in our day-to-day, we don't necessarily acknowledge sometimes, but when we realise it's actually your spirit guide or an angel trying to communicate with you through numbers, frequency, then you actually see there is certain patterns, and not everyone sees numbers. Some people do, some people see feathers, but that's another episode. But when you see numbers, it's something to pay attention to, especially when you're seeing them quite often. And it's just a way of your angels trying to communicate with you and showing you there's a spiritual significance to what you're looking at. Some people wake up at 4:44 every morning. Not me.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know who that is,
but
you always look at the clock
time,
when you wake up, and you'll see a pattern. But also like license plate numbers, billboards,
bills, phone numbers,
receipts.
Normally when we're looking at our phones a lot, I guess, because we don't, in this day and age, we're not really wearing watches that much anymore. We rely on our phones, so you tend to see them in a digital format. Popping up all the time.
Obviously you can only go as far as like 55.
That's true.
Above that, you won't see it.
So then you can see nines in different places. Like what we were in the supermarket the other day, and you were seeing eights, weren't you? Triple eights on 3 or 4 cars.
That day. When I'm with Loretta, especially, I see triple fives and triple eights and triple threes a lot.
And I just saw 1111 talking to you about the angel
numbers
this morning,
that's normally the number that most people start with.
1111.
They start noticing that first of all.
And it's called the awakening code for a reason. You're actually becoming more connected to your higher self, where you're actually expanding your mind more spiritually, and it's almost like a phase up to, I wouldn't say enlightenment so much, but it's definitely your expansion. You're growing, and your soul is growing. You're more soul aware, and so you'll see maybe patterns of like emerging 1s, 2s, 3s, and then you might be on a more balanced path, more aligned with the universe, and then you might be seeing higher numbers, but they all have different references at different times.
They all have. Sometimes I feel like they're giving like kind of like the same information, but like highlighting different aspects. Like the numbers that I'm regularly seeing all seem to be saying like you're on the right path, and you've got to have more fun in your life.
It's like an angel pat on the back. You're doing good. Just keep going.
Yeah, keep going. But it can be a bit confusing because, like, if you like change your mind, like I've changed my mind, and then it's still like you're on the same path. Are you on the right path? I'll be like, I think I changed path.
But if you're changing, okay, so that's it's a hard one to swallow because you think that's when you have the self-doubt coming in. You think, am I on the right path? Does it feel good? But when you have that gut instinct, that feeling, or it's called that gut instinct for a reason, they say that your soul resides just here. And it's that soul intuition,
right? The gut,
divine, your higher self is actually connecting with you at that time, that specific moment, and that's what you should always pay attention to. So if you change your mind, things are not set in stone. Life changes, life happens. But when you change your mind, in respect to how you're feeling, and you're strongly feeling this, and you might have had everything planned out. But we know life doesn't go that way. No. But you just follow your gut intuition, your soul intuition, and that is when you're still in alignment, because things change and you have to sometimes go with the flow, and you don't create certain things, but things happen to you. It's just how you choose to persevere through it. So yeah.
And sometimes the numbers are telling you to like stop being so earthbound. And then other times the numbers are telling you to like, no, come down to earth and use your head, use your intellect. And so other times they're like, no, use your heart. And then some of the numbers are like, use your intellect. So I'm like, okay. Like, God damn it, angels. Yeah. So like, let's just go through.
But you know what I wanted to share first?
Go on.
You can edit that bit because I'm interrupting you. I do want to say it, maybe. I wanted to say what the Pythagoras guy talks about.
No, you're going to say that. I don't know.
Oh, I until I looked it up. Well, actually, there's two things. It's the Synchronicity Series is what we're calling this. But what does synchronicity mean spiritually? We all know what it means in a general sense. So synchronicities are incidents of spiritual significance that ask us to momentarily dampen our self-obsession and and consider the possibilities of the divine.
Consider.
Right. I mean, we're not stating this is a complete fact, but there is a lot of information that correlates. And so there is something to pay attention to for sure. But again, if it insults your soul intelligence, then you can choose not to agree. But for people that want to have that more understanding around it, then there's a lot of information out there to consider. Yeah. Make your own decision.
But I mean, if you do start noticing these number patterns, that you know there's something going on. You're not going to be like, oh no, there's a scientific explanation for this. However, there is.
It's the Mulder Scully scenario, isn't it?
I will get onto the scientific explanation after this.
No problem. So synchronistic experiences leave us with a curious sense that we should pay attention. So it's, again, just the numbers that you're seeing, possible deja vus, things like that. That's another episode. So yeah, that's what it means spiritually. And then we have...
It's basically your higher self, the universe, or angels trying to get your attention.
So where it dates back to, a little bit of history behind angel numbers. So angel numbers date back to ancient Greek civilization, with the philosopher Pythagoras believing our reality is a physical manifestation of the vibration of numbers.
Which brings to mind the image of the Matrix with the green numbers coming down the screen.
Yeah.
We're nothing but a hologram.
Zeros and ones.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's freaky. This is going to happen throughout the show, because every time we meet, we get the chicken skin and hairs on the ends.
Yeah, it sucks that we're going to have jumpers on because it's winter.
Just because of me.
But yeah, so that's why the numbers jump out a lot more than anything else. But in history, apparently, this is a phenomena of that hasn't really been recorded in any other time. It's being recorded now, and it's getting stronger and stronger. And the scientific explanation for it is that as the Earth is... Okay, we all know that the Earth moves around the sun. It orbits around the sun, right? Or if you're a flat earther, okay,
you're gonna have a few
however you think
that's
the
what
flat Earth
we
works.
mainstream know for sure.
Okay,
I'm on the
but
fence. I think it's round, but
however that our little universe works, or our little galaxy works, it's apparently not stationary. It's actually moving through space in another kind of orbit. So they're called yugas. So we're coming out of the Kali Yuga, and we're going... I can't remember what the name of the one we're going into, but we're going into a new Yuga, which is a new age. And it's a different area of space where we're coming close to the photon belt. So photons mean they're like little parcels of light, and inside each photon is it's like a little parcel of information. So light is information. So as we're coming into this area of sort of like we're being bombarded with a lot more photons than we ever have before. So that is why people are having more connection, because more information is coming to them, and this is what is written in all the prophecies of the awakening.
And also the Schumann resonance.
And that's shooting
and
up,
obviously we're connected to this earth, so like the more we're grounding and earthing, should I say, we're receiving these light codes all the time. The solar flares as well.
Yes.
So there is a lot, the vibration's shifting for sure.
So basically all the scientific evidence that we have now is coinciding perfectly with the prophecies, which is basically all saying that this is the new era and things are changing, and the bombardment with all the information is now undeniable. So it's very likely that if you're watching, something is happening to you. You're noticing numbers, or you're let's say a veteran. You like us, we've been noticing them for a long time, but we're not at the point where we can remember exactly. Oh, this number means that. Where there are some experts which can tell you exactly what each number means, but
we can't read it. We have to read off.
Yeah, we have to read it off. So Loretta, your eyesight is better than mine. Would you like to start with the ones?
Start with the ones, yeah, of course. So 111 or ones in sequence of, could be seeing double 11, right? Or just one. So it means that you're on the right path to abundance, alignment, and creating your dream reality. You're manifesting things with ease.
Okay, one. So most people start seeing 1111. And this is triple one. So they're calling the angel numbers the triple ones. But you can get... I have seen 4. I've seen 4 8s, 4 7s, 4 5s.
It's an amplification, so it almost means like more of an importance, I guess.
More like, hey, wake
more
up.
in your face to take. And that's where it's like, do you get the message? Did you get the memo? Like, we're putting this in front of you, but you don't pay attention if it's just a single number. So it tends to show up more as a triple or as a double or as a quadruple. But then with the ones also, it's, as we say, the awakening code, the light codes within you, opening you up to seeing and receiving messages from angels,
so almost,
etc.
Almost ironically starts with number 1.
It starts at 0, I thought, because there's 0 here. We didn't start at 0.
But 0, wouldn't you say? Then how come 0 is right at the bottom?
Should we read 0 then?
Go on.
Okay, so it shows, well, it's 000 in that format. It's saying the universe is letting you know that new beginnings will help you elevate your vibration and connect you with your full potential. So that makes sense to be the 0 then. Sort of, it's the opening, almost like a gateway to...
So your life is going to change, basically. New beginnings.
like soul evolution, really, isn't it? When you're opening up
You
and
come
expanding.
full circle. All right. That makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
so. That's
Have
how
you
I
seen any
perceive it.
zeros?
To be honest, yeah, I see them a lot on my checks.
I do.
Like 6 of them. Maybe I can manifest that. There we go.
But €6 with something in front is a big number.
So 0 is a big boy.
Okay.
Go on.
Twos.
Twos. So twos. Trust that you're on the right path. Stay focused on the things that you want in life rather than what you don't want.
That is very important. Because a lot of people say, oh, manifestation doesn't work for me. The law of attraction doesn't work for me. You're manifesting your life every single second of the day. And if you're saying it's not working for you, it's only because you're manifesting things that you don't want, because that is what's dominantly on your mind. So the universe doesn't understand that you don't want that. It understands that you've got it on your mind constantly, so that must be what you do want. So it'll give it to you.
And there's a process as well. It's not just, the universe give me £1 million right now. There's a process. You have to embody it. You have to visualize yourself in that point where you want to be, and also take steps to become that. You can't sit there and sit there and wait for it to come to you. You have to make active efforts.
Yeah, you have to take action.
Take action to align yourself with that vibration. Otherwise, you're contradicting yourself, and the universe will get. I guess it's a confusion. You have to have the emotion and the thought aligned, and the action also, and then envisaging that actually happening. Like the vision boards are so powerful because, we do. With our vision and our thoughts, it's so much easier to embrace that. They embrace that whole idea of what you're trying to manifest when you're looking at it as well.
But that is a conversation for a whole nother series.
It is.
Maybe we could do that next episode.
Yes.
Okay, threes.
Okay, so threes. The universe is working with you on making your dreams a reality. Believe in yourself and trust your intuition.
I see a lot of threes. Oh my God. On the way here, I saw threes.
I was 23 yesterday.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah,
when we've done this, we're going to look up referencing them.
We're going to look that up.
I think we should. Fours. So twos and threes I see a lot, just to let you know. Ones, twos and threes. I mean, I called my wellness community 1111 because I was seeing it copious amounts of times today and whatever. But yeah, and fours, and now we're moving into fours. You're being guided and supported through whatever you're focusing on at the moment. Keep going. So these are all quite positive, which is good.
Yeah, they're all positive, but there's a twist.
There's always a twist.
Okay, fives.
Yeah, so fives. A quantum leap is ahead. Embrace yourself for massive shifts. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life.
And I see fives, triple fives all the time. To the point where I'm like, so when is this quantum leap gonna happen? It means like big changes are coming.
Yes, I think what for me, 5 just means so much change. That's always the one that's stuck in my head. And when I see them, there is always a significant change. Really? But seeing them, 5 could be change of pace. It could be a change of thoughts. But it could also, when you're seeing it more frequently, like in the day, throughout the week or something, could be an indication that things will be changing in a bigger way. So pay attention to that, and also just make sure you're keeping your thoughts good.
Which is on the next one.
Yes,
666.
exactly. It's a 666.
Everyone thinks that 666 is the sign of the devil. It's absolutely not. Yeah, because we are so programmed to believe the stereotype, and people get so afraid when they see 666. And I did too, and so did you.
I did. Yeah, I do.
Because we're just programmed to believe that is a really negative number, but it's actually good, because listen to this. Go for it.
Okay. You're distracted and need refocusing on your goals. The universe is telling you to wake up to your higher self.
So basically, you're out of alignment with what you want. So change your thoughts, change your emotions, get back in control with the way you want your life to go. Because if you, at that moment, you could possibly be thinking about something that somebody did to you that, you know, really annoyed you, or you're just thinking about things that are a lower vibration. So it's basically saying, oi, get out of that low vibration and back into alignment.
I normally find that. I normally don't find the sixes. I normally stub my toe or something. I'm like, damn it, what was I thinking at that point? Yeah, okay. I was having a self-doubt moment, or I don't know, I just had a random negative thought, and we all have them. We're all human, and they do creep in sometimes. I just thought, that makes sense.
You know, there's actually, I don't know if you know him, his name is Ryan Cropper. He's an English guy. And he does like astral travel and stuff like that. And he said he's got a 3-year-old daughter, and he was on the sofa, and she came up behind him and she hit him on the head. And as he turned around, or as he reacted to it, she tried to run away, and she ran into a table or a chair or something, and it sort of like got her a bit startled, you know. And he said he went in and he asked, you know, why did that happen? And these beings came in and they said, we are responsible for making you aware of the things you're doing wrong. So they had actually turned her body as she went to run away. They turned her body and made her do that, so that in a second she would reconsider what she had just done.
Well, that's the kind of instant karma, isn't it?
Instant karma. And that's where we are in this photon belt now. Everything is instant.
Time is so quicker.
Yeah, time is just...
Oh, stop doing it.
I know, God, I'm doing it too.
I need to put a jumper on. Okay, so we're on sevens now.
Yeah.
This is what I've been seeing now. You've been seeing these a lot, haven't you? So it says, you are in the frequency of manifesting your dreams. Good things are coming your way. Let it flow your way.
Sounds so good.
I know, I love sevens. And 7, I have a big thing about 7, because that's my life path number. So numerology, another episode about that. It's good fortune, lucky 7, that phrase as well.
True, yeah. Triple sevens are normally what you associate in the casino. The sevens come up.
And so I always play 17 because that's my date of birth and my soul number. And it's also on my email. I have 7s a lot everywhere in my phone number, like so many 7s. So it's always prominent. I like 7s, what can I say?
So then if you see the 6s, then it's like, you've got to be in alignment with what you need to manifest. Yeah.
Definitely.
And the 8s, okay, I see 8s a hell of a lot when I'm around this lady.
Must mean something, I don't know. Well, let's read it now. So, financial abundance is on its way to you. The universe is letting you know that you're successful.
So this... So we're going to do something that's going to be successful.
Possibly. And when you think of the infinity symbol as well, you know, we just turn it on its side.
It's never
It's
ending.
the flow, and it's the most revered number in Chinese metaphysics, because it's the lucky number 8, and it talks about the infinite flow, because there's no sharp edges, it's just fluid. And it's
ending,
abundance in, I don't know.
Infinite abundance.
Infinite abundance, that would be it.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I'm ready. 999. You're being told to embrace change and step into alignment with your soul purpose and higher self.
So who's seen that? I haven't seen 999.
I haven't seen 9s.
So we're being prepared.
But it must mean something also, why we haven't seen 9s.
Yeah, because we're not. You are being told to embrace the change. So we're being warned that change is coming and to prepare for it. And when you see the 9s, it's like, all right, the change is here. Step into it. Embrace it. This is your path.
I look forward to seeing 9.
Yeah, bring on the 9.
Definitely. And you could be seeing 4 9s, and I wouldn't be surprised if it is just more of an amplification of that.
Yeah.
Because this is generic what we've just looked up now, but if you go on to different websites or maybe click on a different post, someone maybe did a blog, there is always slight difference in what they share.
Yeah.
But never a different message, but it could mean, what does it mean in love, or being an explanation of
Yeah,
what
there
it
could
means
be
in
like
love.
3 or 4 different things.
Situations,
And
like,
one will
depending.
stick out to you, whereas the others are like, not really. And then you go on to somebody else, and then they've got 3 things that stick out to you. So don't always just go for the first one. So basically, you can just like type in on Google.
Just intuitively go to what you're drawn to.
Yeah, you just go seeing and the number that you're seeing. And then a whole lot of things will come up. There's YouTube channels, there's blog posts, there's websites, all kinds of things. So like Loretta's saying, just be intuitive. Don't always just go for the first one that comes up.
It's like when you're drawing tarot or angel cards, you have to really kind of clear your thoughts, and maybe cleanse your space would be great, the best thing to do. But you don't just go like normally. You don't pull. It depends how you do it, I guess. Sometimes you take it from the top, but you shuffle. You have an influence. You have an intention. I guess you need to just go with what you feel, and always be pure of mind when you're going through that as well.
But I also feel like I will be intuitively guided as to pick which one, because it's like something above is sort of making me go, no, you've got to choose the third one down on the list, because that's got the message for you. But
we just spoke about this prior to turning the camera on, and we do the same thing. I used to always go to Joanne Sacred Scribes is the one that I used to always go to. But now I just do it super quickly. I'm like in the middle of something, like, oh, okay, what does that mean? What was I thinking at this point in time? What is that in reference to? And I'd like just keep the thought right hand in my head, and I just want to do it quickly. So I'll just type in 222 angel number, and because my phone knows what I look for, it already comes up when I press 222, and it's like there. So yeah, it's just what you need to see at that present time, isn't it? What you're drawn to.
The message that you need at that moment is going to come to you. So that's really cool to know that we are being prepared for something.
Definitely, just to pay attention. If you are, they call it a seer if you see numbers. Some people are, some people aren't. I'm sure most people could say that they've had that, or just really not paid attention to it, seeing like 333 on their phone. But it's more of a general, like a more frequent occurrence where you can say that person is called a seer. They see numbers as signs. Some people have ringing in the ears or see feathers.
Yeah, I get the ringing in my ears, but I don't. It's really hard for me to distinguish what. I have looked it up, and each ear it does mean something different. But like you were saying the other day, like the negative is one ear and the positive is in the other.
No, you can have it in either, I think.
It's
just, but
it depends on if it's a low frequency or a high frequency. And I always have the high pitching tones in both ears, and sometimes it'll be like it lasts a really long time. It's like I was having an interview with somebody the other day, and I was like, "Hang on," and I was just, I'm like, "What are you trying to say to me? I don't get the message."
Like a spy, copy that.
What? What are you trying to say? And sometimes it's just brief, and sometimes it happens when I'm alone, sometimes it happens when I'm with somebody, sometimes I'm doing something, sometimes I'm just meditating. So I haven't quite got the whole, I mean, I know it's your spirit guides or the universe is communicating with you, telling you, but the message is so vague.
Well, I don't know. I looked it up, and they were saying about right ear ringing means you have spirit guide or spirit, but someone close to you that is trying to communicate with you, that's in your presence.
You mean someone that's like died?
Yeah. But they're with you and they're trying to communicate.
Okay, cool.
But I need to maybe look that up again. Maybe we should look that up.
Yeah, let's look it
look
up.
that up.
Yeah, because I've seen that one, like in the right ear, it's like you're getting a physical upgrade, and in the other ear, it's you're getting a spiritual upgrade. You know, and others say, oh, you're getting downloads, and
okay.
so there's not one. If you just dedicate yourself to following one person, you're gonna get one message.
True.
But like I've done my research, I've watched loads of videos about it, and I've read loads of blog posts and things like that, and they kind of like say the same kind of thing, but it's different. You know, it's not like this is what it is, and this is what you need to know when it happens. It's if there's anybody psychic out there that does know this, please write in the comments or contact us and enlighten us as to what it means, because I would love to know what exactly I am being told when I get these ear-ringing experiences.
We'll save that for another episode, and we'll go into more depth, and we'll actually have a lot more that we can discuss, I think.
And like I said, if any of you got comments or you know, information for us about it or questions, we will cover it in the next episode.
Yes. Any topics that you think that would work well with the Synchronicity series? For sure. I think numerology.
Definitely.
We've got coming up. Deja vu. Yeah, definitely. I think that's a great one.
And just basically any interesting little topics of these, what I guess people call airy-fairy, you know, what they call you a hippie if you believe in these kinds of things. So any of these little interesting things that actually have got some basis in science. And yeah, we're going to talk about our personal experiences. We're not professionals or that knowledgeable about on any of it. We just, because we're experiencing these things, we want to talk about it. And like I said, if there's anyone out there that knows more than we do, bring it on.
Come on the show.
Yeah.
We will always welcome anyone that has a message to share. And this is what Awaken Within is about, isn't it?
Absolutely.
We're just inspiring people to awaken within and to heal themselves through holistic modalities. There's so many right now. There's so many new age ones, all these things that can help us. And we're now in this time in this planet, in this space and time, whatever you want to say, where we have, you know, the collective, the soul evolution, we are understanding so much more about potential, about how the cure for a disease isn't at the bottom of a bottle of medicine. It's growing in the ground.
Yeah,
you know?
and it's also
within.
It's within, yeah.
It's within your
whole
mind.
perception, yeah.
Exactly.
That's something we can get into.
That's another topic. Oh
And,
my god, we need to know. We're going to be interviewing Celeste on this one because it's some amazing, amazing things that this woman can do, and I can attest to that because I had a remote healing from you, and let's just say I had the flu one minute and I woke up fine the next, and I was not good. But this woman is my earth angel, aren't you?
Oh,
No, we'll have a great episode about that. It'll be amazing, but we'll keep it a secret for now.
And we'll also go into things like gratitude, journaling, manifestation, the law of attraction, all these kinds of things that we are trying to grapple with in our lives. And hopefully you can get on this ride with us and see how it evolves, and hopefully when we start seeing the nines,
we'll let you know.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Now you've met the beautiful Loretta Lee, and this is the first of many to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you soon.
Bye.